So guys, what I want to show you in this video is one of the features of the Storm OSD, and what it is that you can set a distance from your home position. Once you set your home position, let's say 1,000, 2,000 feet away from you, that you can have it automatically go into a return to home function. So let's say I know that there's houses 3,000 feet away from me, so you can set up a geo-fence 2,500 feet away to ensure that you don't fly over an area that you're not supposed to go. So here we are, slightly sped up, but you'll see in just a little bit that my airplane is going to go into return to home. It'll kind of jerk to the left. Slide it down. There you go. So that function works fantastically, and you know, when I live in a fairly urban area, and we have these wide open green areas, so it's nice to fly over the green areas because you know you're not going to be flying over people's heads or over their houses. And I probably have about a 2,000 foot wide berth that I can fly in between, where there's really no danger of running into anybody or anything. Here the clip is sped up just a little bit, but I'm heading towards a university called Soka University, and it's just a beautiful campus. I'm not going to fly over it, but I'm just going to fly towards it here for just a little bit, and then I'll turn back around. You can see just these wonderful vistas that you can see when you're doing FPV around Kite Hill. The geofencing is just a real interesting way of controlling not going too far, because you do get caught up sometimes in the flight, and you're, let's say, flying too high or too low, or sometimes you're looking at the landscape as you're flying, and you know, if you don't want to fly too far, or let's say if you know your radio range is 5,200 feet away from you, then you can set up the geofence for being a little bit closer. So here, this is Laguna Niguel Regional Park. And this is early in the morning, so there's no danger of being over people. But you can see it's a large park area, and my camera, my FPV camera, is kind of pointing right at some water, which is the Laguna Niguel Regional Lake, I believe it is. It's a little man-made thing. But people do fish in that lake, which is pretty cool. And once again, I set up the geofence here a little bit shorter, I think at maybe 2,000 feet, and you'll see that it activated right there. It's turning myself around here. And what I do here is I go ahead and I leave the return to home function working here, and what it's going to do is it's going to fly back towards me, and when it gets overhead, which is right about where my nose is pointing there, you know, you say that it circles overhead, but it kind of actually goes in a kind of a bit of a square. If you can imagine a circle and kind of hitting the inside of the circle and then doing a 90-degree turn, that's kind of what it does. So it's not like it does just like a nice easy banking. It kind of goes straight for a little while, then it feels that that geofence that the return to home is feeling, and then it turns 90 degrees. So you'll see that right about here. If you're interested in my FPV setup, I will be making a video in the future regarding this. I have had a couple of requests for that, so I will be doing a video very soon on the Bixler 3, actually a complete top to bottom rundown of the Bixler 3. It's going to be about 30 minutes long, and also a separate video just on the FPV setup that I have going on in the Bixler 3. So you guys can look forward to that, and I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing and the thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and I will keep the videos coming. Thanks.